So I'm going to speak to a scenario that is not uncommon, and then I'll speak to why. So I came across a female who was in her mid-40s, and it was a really strong profile. She had a good career, she had various interests, she was very attractive, she was single and never married, and even her requirements were very open. She was open to someone who's divorced, open to someone who had kids, she was open to relocation. She pretty much said that she's open to different appearances. She doesn't have any requirements there. She just wants to find someone who she can settle down with and spend time with.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Mazza Capone. Now, mind you guys, the key word, this woman is in her mid-40s. I just want y'all to pay attention to that.
So based on the way that everything read, there was a little bit of a thing that nagged at me, but then I just filed it away and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna see how this pans out. So I go ahead and I make her a match. Now, this man, he wasn't as good looking as her, but he was very well settled. He has kids, but they were out of the picture. He was very eager to get matched, and they had a similar outlook on what they were interested in a relationship. So they exchange bios, both approve them, and then we move on to photos. Now, once I share the photos, that's when the excuses start rolling in from her end. She starts talking about his work situation, his relocation situation, and just a few things that already were present during the bios phase that she signed off on, but now she's asking me to clarify some of these things, to which I responded that she's welcome to have a conversation with him. I mean, all of those things were already, laid out. If she's interested.
It sounds like she's already reneging on everything that she said she was flexible on. So this already is a red flag, guys.
And if she wants to decline at this point, then she can. But she decided to move forward and talk to him. Now, very soon afterwards, he sends me a message saying that they had a quick conversation and that she wasn't interested because of the relocation factor. So at this point, I decide to pivot a little bit and I find someone who is just a couple of years older than her. He's also single and never married. He's very educated. He's in a lucrative career, and he's not as good looking as her and not as polished as her, but he's also open to relocating. So we got to the photos phase, and she said that she knows him through various circles and that she doesn't think that it's a match and wants to pass. So at this point, I'm realizing, okay, she wants someone who's good looking. And so I find someone who meets that criteria, but he's not willing to relocate. He's divorced and he does have 2 kids. And she passes on him without even going to the photos phase.
It sounds like this woman wants a man that doesn't really exist. This sounds like one of these women who's, I'm not going to settle. I'd rather stay single because I'm not going to settle. This is what this woman sounds like. And the thing of it is, guys, she's operating off the thought that society has built in her head that women have value no matter what age you are, you're still valuable. And, this is what society has wrought. When you have women who are in their mid-40s, who are far past their prime, thinking they have the pick of the litter. And that's not the case. She clearly wants a high value man. No doubt about it. She wants a high value man. But the thing of it is, the market will always decide. If she was what high value men wanted, she would have one.
Citing relocation and the fact that he had primary custody of his kids. So what's interesting is that I also noticed that her tone and her level of responsiveness changed throughout these 3 matches, and it just seemed that she got progressively more exasperated.
Meaning that she's getting to know it because she can't find a man who's a unicorn.
As I shared them. Now, this video's gotten a bit long and I'm going to share my thoughts in part 2, but drop your thoughts in the comments below. So remember when I mentioned in the last video that I had a little bit of a nagging suspicion that there was something going to be awry about this? Well, it was pretty much about this, that her profile seemed so flexible and that she seemed like such a good candidate that it's a little bit odd that she hasn't been matched up yet. But then my thought process was also that, you know what, maybe she just didn't get the right opportunity, and now she's open to a bunch of different things and willing to consider options. But going through this process with her solidified my original suspicion. So she's one of 2 types of people. The first being someone who doesn't know what they want and just figure out what they want through trial and error and going through the process. Or number 2, she knows what she wants and she's not being forthright about it for a reason, either for appearing too picky or trying to be open-minded.
But you see, here's the thing. You're in your mid-40s, ma'am, you don't have time to be picky. And to be quite honest, you don't have any leverage on the dating market. See, this is what happens when you tell women that they're special, no matter what age they are. This woman is in her mid-40s, and she's still around here talking about she's not going to settle and being very picky who she wants to be with. Lady, you can think highly of yourself all you want to. That's fine. That's not a crime. However, the market will always decide. And the thing of it is, the reality of your life has showed you opposite of what you think of yourself. These men that you keep rejecting, these are actually the guys that's on your level.
But eventually kind of getting stuck on what she originally wanted anyway. Now, she brings everything to the table, and technically she should be able to get what she wants. However, her pool is quite a bit smaller, just given the age factor. And
facts, because mind you guys, this woman is in her mid-40s. So she wants a high value man, no doubt. But you see, the problem that she's going to run into, which is a big problem, is she's a middle-aged woman. She's in her mid-40s. These guys typically want women who are 22, maybe 25, best, 28. They're not looking for women in their mid-40s. That's just not going to happen. If you really want to know what men really like, look at what he picks when he starts making some real money.
Also, men her age, the men that actually are in her pool and who are at the caliber that she wants, usually want someone 10 to 20 years younger.
Facts.
So the good-looking, accomplished guys that she's interested in and wants to be matched up with, they exist, but they want the 25 and 30-year-olds.
I told you.
Now, she does have options, except they are lacking in some major way.
She does have options. No doubt about it. She has options, but these are not the guys that she likes. But here's the thing. Once again, you can think as highly as yourself as you want to. That's your right to do that. That's not a crime. The market will always decide, though. And the reality of her life is showing her what she thinks she deserves. I mean, it's showing her the opposite of what she thinks she deserves. I mean, my bad, I messed up. Because at the end of the day, these are the guys that's on her level. These guys that she rejecting, these are the guys that's on her level. The market is pretty much showing her where she's at. But the thing of it is, she's not willing to accept that. And you don't have to. Nobody's going to force you. This sounds like one of these women who's like, I'm not going to settle. I'd rather just stay single, and that's fine. Nobody's going to force you to.
And she just doesn't seem to be willing to compromise on any of them. And it seems that while she does understand that part, she doesn't actually really want to go through with it, because she pretty much reneged on everything that she said that she was flexible on. Mm-hmm. Attractiveness, relocation, and kids. She's the kind of person who is the hardest person to find a match for, because she is not forthright, and having to eke out all those requirements from her through trial and error is difficult. And I sense that a tad bit of her exasperation or annoyance is that she wants me to recognize how great of a match that she is and find her someone who is worthy.
See, that's another thing. This woman is selfish and she's delusional. And it doesn't matter what you think of yourself. It doesn't matter how you think you're amazing. It doesn't matter. It's all about what the men want. Because the men, we are the market. And we are the customers, not her. It's us. And another thing, guys, what this woman has to realize, and what many women have to realize, is you have to qualify for him too. You have to be what he wants. You see, a lot of women, they talk as if they already pre-qualified. They talk as if they meet this man, they're going to be what he wants. No, you have to qualify for him too. Because in all actuality, his value is higher than yours.
Of her, and that she wasn't expecting these types of matches. But what she doesn't understand is that this is what the pool is, and this is generally what the market looks like. So it's what I always say, right? That you have to bring something comparable to the table, which she does, but they also have to exist, and they also have to want you.
You see, guys, this is what society has wrought. Once again, this is what society has wrought. Time after time after time after time. Every year, ever since Kevin Samuels died, each year, you have a few videos that proves that he was right all along. Kevin Samuels was right yet again. This right here proves it. You have a woman in her mid-40s still out here on the dating market thinking that she has any kind of leverage. Ma'am, you don't. And that goes for any woman. Ladies, if you're in your mid-30s to mid-40s, late 50s, 50s and shit like that, you have no leverage on the dating market. Your money doesn't matter. You have no leverage on the dating market, especially if you have kids. Once again, Kevin Samuels was right all along. Rest in peace to the Godfather. This your boy Magical Capone. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.